Welcome to the Drunken Zombies Podcast, your daily dose of zombie tales. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Julia, your zombie expert guide.
We're serving up a fresh zombie story every single day.
Exploring all the twists and turns and those hidden layers that make these stories so addictive, right?
Absolutely, and today we're sinking our teeth into Dead Cold.
Dead Cold.
It's got a frozen wasteland.
Oh, I love those.
Terrifyingly fast zombies. And a discovery that could change everything.
Sounds like my kind of cocktail.
So you shared this source material with me, and right away, I was struck by the setting, a frozen wasteland.
Yeah.
The story opens with a scouting mission gone wrong, and our main character, Sarah, encounters some seriously fast zombies.
That's what I noticed too. And it's not just about, how fast they are.
Right.
It's a sign of evolution. These zombies are adapting to this brutal environment.
Oh, wow.
They're becoming faster.
Yeah.
More efficient killing machines. And your source material actually points to a specific mutation in the virus, allowing them to maintain their agility even in those sub-zero temperatures.
So that's terrifying.
It is.
And this idea that zombies are evolving, that they're not just mindless, shambling corpses, that adds a whole new layer of fear, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Makes you question everything you thought you knew about zombies. Like, what other adaptations are they going to develop?
Right.
How do you even begin to fight something that's constantly changing like that?
And the story, it really doesn't shy away from the brutality of this world.
No.
Sarah loses her team.
Oh, no.
Has to fight her way back to their underground bunker. It's a desperate fight for survival.
It really is. It's like nature itself has turned against them in this story. The planet's been artificially cooled.
Wow.
Now humans and zombies are battling the elements just as much as they're battling each other.
And this wasn't just like an accident.
No.
Your source material actually mentions Operation Deep Freeze,
Oh, yeah.
like a last-ditch effort to fight global warming.
That backfired spectacularly.
Yeah. So we've got this like chilling setting, supercharged zombies, and now even the planet's against them.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the odds are totally stacked against humanity.
They are, and that's what makes this story so gripping. It makes you wonder, like, what would I do in that situation? How far would I go to survive?
And then things escalate even more when Sarah and her remaining team head out to find this old scientific outpost. They're following an old map, hoping to find something, anything, that can help them fight back against the horde.
This journey, this is where the story really gets under your skin,
Okay.
They're traveling through dangerous terrain, constantly feeling like they're being watched.
Oh, no.
And then they come across this mysterious canyon.
The canyon, yeah, I remember reading that and getting chills.
Yeah.
Like the author described, it's like the canyon itself was alive.
Yeah, and your source material, it hints that the canyon might be some kind of ancient burial ground.
Really?
A place where something truly evil was buried a long time ago.
So there's something worse than these evolved zombies lurking in this canyon.
You bet.
I'm hooked.
Okay.
And then they come face to face with the alpha zombie.
Yeah.
This is not just your typical slow-moving corpse. This thing is massive.
Wow.
Intelligent.
Okay.
Leading the horde with like a level of strategy that we haven't seen before.
This alpha zombie is a game changer. It's not just about mindless hunger anymore.
Right.
This thing is thinking.
Yes.
Planning,
yeah. And the book, it describes its eyes as being different from the other zombies, almost like there's a spark of intelligence behind them.
Oh, I'm picturing those eyes in my nightmares.
I know.
Okay, so they encounter this alpha zombie,
Right.
barely escape with their lives, and then they stumble upon this hidden power source.
It's risky,
Yeah.
plunging into this chasm to escape the horde, but Theo, the tech guy, he recognizes this energy source.
And this power source is not just random energy, right?
No,
It's
right.
connected to that ancient force. Yes, the source material, it suggests it might be geothermal.
Okay.
But there are also hints that it could be something older, something tied to the ancient civilization that supposedly sealed away this evil in the canyon.
So they're running from super fast zombies. They've found this ancient power source.
Right.
And they've jumped into a chasm, all in the first few chapters.
I know, it's a lot.
Talk about a wild ride.
And just wait, because this chasm leads them to an underground chamber that's straight out of an Indiana Jones movie, monolithic stones,
Wow.
eerie green glow, and a pulsating sphere of obsidian in the center.
So we've got like a classic horror movie setup, a group of survivors, hidden chamber, an ancient power source, and some unspeakable evil lurking in the shadows. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, just you wait. That chamber with that obsidian sphere, it feels like the heart of the story.
Right.
Almost like they've stumbled into a forbidden place, and whatever they woke up, something truly ancient and evil.
You're right. It's like opening Pandora's box. It is. And what they find inside isn't just your typical zombie horde.
No.
The book describes these creatures as watchers.
The Watchers.
And they sound way creepier.
They're described as hunched.
Okay.
And hairless, with skin stretched thin over their bones.
Ooh.
And their eyes, empty, soulless pits. It's like they've been drained of all humanity.
Oh, those eyes were definitely nightmare fuel.
I know.
But what's interesting is that the story hints that these watchers, they aren't just mindless monsters.
No.
They're intelligent, vicious, and they seem to predate the zombies.
Right.
It's like they're the source of the nightmare.
It is. That's what makes this story so compelling. It's not just about surviving the immediate threat of the zombie horde.
Right.
It's about uncovering the origins of the outbreak.
Oh.
The ancient evil that's been unleashed.
So if these watchers are the original nightmare,
Right.
how did they end up trapped in that underground chamber? What's the backstory?
Well, that's where we meet this mysterious old woman who seems to know a lot more than she's letting on.
Oh, mysterious old woman. This is getting good.
It is. She's connected to this ancient power source.
Okay.
And she warns them about meddling with forces beyond human comprehension.
So is she a villain or an ally?
It's hard to say for sure. She's definitely enigmatic.
Okay.
But she does seem to have a plan. She calls the chamber a conduit.
A conduit.
A bridge between worlds.
Whoa.
And she believes she can use that obsidian sphere to send the Watchers back to where they came from.
Okay, so she's like a mystical gatekeeper.
Yes.
Trying to close the portal that unleashed this evil. But why was it opened in the first place?
Right.
And what exactly is on the other side?
Well, those are the questions that keep you on the edge of your seat.
For sure.
The old woman, she mentioned something about an ancient civilization that tried to seal away the Watchers.
Oh, wow.
But their efforts failed.
Okay.
And now, centuries later, Sarah and her team have accidentally stumbled upon their prison.
And released them. This is giving me major Lovecraftian vibes.
I know, right?
Ancient civilizations, unspeakable horrors, and a group of survivors caught in the middle of it all. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, as you can imagine, things don't exactly go according to plan.
No.
While the old woman is setting up this ritual to close the portal, the rest of the group, led by Mark, they're fighting their way towards the center of the chamber.
So they're basically buying time.
Yes.
Holding off the horde.
Right.
So the old woman can banish the Watchers.
Exactly. It's a desperate gamble, but it's their only hope.
And the story, it really shows us how brutal this fight is.
It does.
Especially for Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
She pushes herself to the absolute limit.
To the limit.
Knowing every strike could be her last.
It's amazing, her determination. She's lost everything. Her friends, her home, her world. But she's still fighting.
Still fighting.
Still clinging to that hope that they can somehow survive this nightmare.
It really is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The will to keep fighting.
Yes.
Even when all hope seems lost.
Exactly.
And then, just when you think things can't get any worse,
I know.
The ground erupts. There's a blinding light and then silence.
It's like the climax of a horror movie. The moment where everything comes crashing down.
Oh, wow.
And that silence afterwards.
Right.
It's almost more unnerving than the chaos that came before it.
You're killing me with the suspense.
I know.
Did anyone make it out alive?
All right.
What happened to the Watchers?
What about the old woman?
We need answers. All right, zombie fans, we're back for the thrilling conclusion of Dead Cold, that cliffhanger ending.
Oh, I know.
It left us all wondering if anyone survived that blinding light.
Right.
And what happened to those terrifying Watchers?
That silence after the explosion, it was deafening.
Yeah, makes you wonder if the old woman's ritual worked.
Or if they unleashed something even worse.
So the big question is, did they survive? Did Sarah, Mark, or anyone else make it out of that underground chamber alive?
The story, it doesn't really give us a clear answer.
It doesn't, no.
Sarah, she regains consciousness beneath the dawn sky.
Yeah.
But it's not clear she's the only survivor.
Oh, wow.
We're left to imagine what she might wake up to.
Right.
A world maybe forever changed,
Right.
maybe even more desolate than before.
It's like waking up from a nightmare only to find that the nightmare is now reality.
Exactly. And think about that psychological impact on Sarah. She's witnessed unimaginable horrors, lost her friends.
Yeah.
And now she's facing this uncertain future completely alone.
It's a chilling reminder that even if you survive a zombie apocalypse, the trauma, the loss, the fear
Oh, yeah,
that stays with you,
it does.
the story, it really makes us consider what it means to survive.
Yeah.
Is it just about staying alive, or is there more to it than that?
Right, survival, it's not just physical. It's
Yeah.
mental and emotional, too.
Right. How do you rebuild your life after something like this?
How do you find hope
Yeah.
in a world that's been ravaged by death and destruction?
I don't know.
Big questions.
Big question. So what can we take away from this chilling tale?
Yeah.
What does dead cold teach us about ourselves and the world we live in?
I think it reminds us that the world can change in an instant.
Absolutely.
We're constantly facing challenges, both big and small.
Yeah.
And it's how we respond to those challenges that defines who we are.
Right. It's a reminder to cherish what we have, the people in our lives.
Right.
And never give up hope, even when things seem bleak.
And it also reminds us that sometimes the greatest threat isn't the monsters lurking in the shadows,
Right.
but the darkness within ourselves.
That's a thought-provoking way to wrap up this episode of the Drunken Zombies podcast.
It is.
Be sure to rate and follow us for more tales of brains and mayhem.
Until next time, sleep tight and maybe double check your locks.